Hi YouTube, welcome to Maquillage by Meliha. Maquillage is actually the French word for makeup, and so I thought it was really neat because my name is very unique. It's a little different. It's a Middle Eastern name, a Bosnian name, and a Hawaiian name. So I didn't want makeup by Meliha, I wanted something a little different. So I decided to do Maquillage by Meliha. I hope you guys like this video. This is the first video I'm ever doing. I have a passion, you could call it a passion, for makeup and hair. It relaxes me and I love doing it. And recently a lot of people have been inboxing me on Facebook, or my friends have been asking me, oh, I love your eyeshadow, how do you do that? Or, oh my gosh, I love your hair, did you use rollers, or what did you do? So I decided, I myself watch a lot of tutorials on YouTube, and I like to see how people do things their way, and then I incorporate it and make it my own. So I wanted to do a YouTube channel so that I can show you guys what works for me and show you guys what I do, my everyday routine, things like that. And if you guys actually like this look, I can do a tutorial on this as well. I'll show you what it looks like. It's like a dark blue, to match my shirt, and it looks really, really nice. I'll take pictures later and add them on as well so you guys can see that. Today, for my first video, what I'm going to do is my everyday routine. My everyday favorite makeup products, my everyday favorite face wash, things I just use every single day. That way I can show you guys what works for me, and maybe it'll work for you. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to start off with is my face wash. I do it every morning, and this is by far my favorite face wash ever. I used to use Dermalogica. I don't know if you guys know of that. It got pretty expensive, so I stopped using it. It also didn't maintain my oil as well as I wanted to maintain my oil control. I have really oily skin on my forehead, especially around my nose and my chin. Here too, like on the side of my cheekbones, it's really, really oily. But then like right here, it's really, really dry, and under here, it's dry too. So I got Dermalogica. I used it for about a year and a half. I want to say I used it for a while. It was alright. It wasn't anything fantastic. So one day I picked up the magazine. I think it was like Cosmopolitan or something. And this or maybe it was Glamour magazine. I think it was Glamour. This got voted like #1 best face wash. I was like, I need to try this. I got it, I tried it, and oh my gosh. I used to have pimples on my forehead, and I actually have really embarrassing pictures. I can post before and after pictures if you guys really want. It was really, really bad. And I started using this, and it cleared everything up. I'll show you my forehead now. There's like nothing. There's not a single pimple. I mean, I have one, I think, like right here, but there's nothing on my face. It's so clear, and it's all thanks to this. And I'll show you again. Oh. It's by Neutrogena, and it's called the Pink Grapefruit Facial Cleaner. There's a scrub, too, and I just actually don't have the scrub anymore. I used it all up, so I have to buy some more. The scrub is really good, too. Next, after you wash your face, you want to use a really, really, really good moisturizer. This is by far my favorite moisturizer, but a lot of people seem to not like it after reading reviews and stuff online. It's Nivea, and I use the cream. I'll show you guys. It's really thick. I just bought this one. It's a new one, but it's like a thick cream. It's not a thin liquidy lotion. It's a thick cream. And a lot of people I hear say, oh, it's so greasy, it makes my oil shine. The thing with Nivea is very, very little goes a long way. You want to put just very little dabs around your areas and then just rub it in. And very little again. And just keep patting it down your face, and after 5 minutes there's no shine. I love it. It looks really greasy, but it's really good for your face. It doesn't make you break out. It doesn't give you pimples. For me, at least, it's amazing, and I love it. So I highly recommend this. If you guys haven't gotten it, I know if you guys don't have it, I'm sorry. I know Walgreens sells like really little ones for 99 cents. Maybe you could buy that and try it out. I'm sorry, I'm a little sick, and that's why I sound congested too. I actually left work early today because I wasn't feeling good, and then I took a bunch of medication. Now I'm doing a video, so I kind of feel bad for leaving work early. But the next thing is foundation. Usually foundation's the next part of the routine. With me, I don't use foundation. I can't. It makes my face so cakey, and it doesn't work. I've tried so many different types, and I've always ended up returning them because I like the nice, shiny, sleek, natural look. And with foundation, I don't get it. So I actually substitute this. Instead of foundation, I'll show you. It's called Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. And it's, here, I'll swatch it for you. It's actually really good coverage for like a liquid bronzer. It's really, really good. And I'll swatch it so you guys can see. Oh, see? And it looks dark, but I'll show you a trick I do. When I have this on my face, what I do with this, I'll put it like all here, and I'll put it on my cheekbones, and I'll put it a lot here, and the same thing on this side. And then because when you do that, it gives you the nice cheekbone, and it works so well. When you put it on at first, it does look really dark, but watch. I'm going to use my brush, and I just pat around, make it look all nice. Look. You can't even notice. It's just, it's really, really nice, and it does nice coverage. It makes you look really nice and flawless, but at the same time, it's like a liquid bronzer, so it's not cakey, and this is actually healthier for your skin than foundation is. So I use that, and you guys should definitely try it. You can get it at the Macy's counter, at Macy's, at the Estee Lauder counter, I'm sorry, and it's $35, I believe, so it's not that bad, and it lasts a while. I've had it for like a month, and I use it like every day. The next thing that I use for my cheekbones, especially because I want to highlight them and I contour my face, I use bronzer, and I think every girl needs bronzer. I don't care how pale you are, how tan you are, you need a bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer. It's by Too Faced, and it's called Chocolate Soleil, and it actually smells like chocolate. It smells so good, and I'll show you what it looks like. See, I love it so much that it's almost gone. Now, a lot of people will look at it and say, oh my gosh, that's a really, really dark bronzer. But it really isn't. I used it on one of my really, really pale friends. And I did it on her face, and we thought that it was going to be really too dark for her. But it wasn't, because with this, it builds up so nicely. So for me, I put like I'll put like a couple swatches here and some on my forehead, and it's like you can barely see it. The more you build up, the darker it gets. And I'll show you it. Actually, I'll show you a swatch of this as well. You can't really see it. I don't know. I put it like here. And you can't. It's not super dark. See, this is the liquid bronzer, and then that's the powder bronzer. So it's really, really nice. And then you see my face. I mean, from far away, I'm not even that tan, so it looks really, really good, I think, on anyone. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you guys is obviously a girl's best friend, concealer. I have tried so many concealers, I can't explain to you guys. I've tried Bobbi Brown, I've tried Estee Lauder, I've tried the Dior concealer, I've tried the MAC concealer, the MAC Pod concealer. I've tried that, and they don't work for me. They make me look so cakey, and it doesn't work. It doesn't look good on me. I don't know what it is. It just looks so cakey. And when I see girls with really, really cakey makeup, it's not a pleasant sight. For me, I don't like that. I like the really natural look, like I said earlier. This concealer, I'll show you guys. It's called Erase Paste by Benefit. I got it at Sephora for $28, I think. Amazing. It's so good. I'm obsessed with it. I couldn't live without it now. I'll show you what it looks like inside. It's thicker. It's a thicker consistency, and this is number 2. They have 3 shades. They have 1, 2, and 3. 3 is the darkest, and 1's obviously the lightest. This concealer is by far the best thing I've ever wasted $28 on in my life. It's so amazing. Again, like the Nivea, this very, very little goes a really long way. So you don't want to grab like a whole thing of it and start kicking under your eyes. And if you guys like me and you want to see more, I can actually show you tutorials too on how I do my everyday makeup. Okay, face stuff is done. Next we're going to go to the eyes. And I actually think the eyes and the smile are the nicest part of someone's face. And I think they're the most beautiful. So we always want to enhance it and make it a little more beautiful. So I'm going to start out with my favorite primer. I used to use the Smashbox primer. It was alright. It wasn't bad. It wasn't anything significant. But then I ran into the Urban Decay primer. It's called, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's called Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And this is a sample size. It's really good. I got it at Sephora when buying my Smashbox. And I was like, I'll try it, and I ended up loving it. So I'm almost out. I have to actually go back and get some more. Highly, highly recommend this. If you guys are watching and you do eyeshadow with no primer, please buy primer and use it. It doubles your eyeshadow color by like 10 times, and it makes it look so, so much nicer. Speaking of Urban Decay, I want to show you my favorite eyeshadow palette. It's the Naked palette by Urban Decay. I'm sorry, it's a little worn out, but I use it a lot. I use it every day. I'll show you, if you guys don't know what it looks like, this is what it looks like on the inside. They just recently came out with Naked No. 2, and I'm super, super excited. I want to go and get that. I don't think I would use it as much as this one, just because the Naked No. 2 is more shimmery eyeshadows. I love shimmer, don't get me wrong, but I also like my naturals. For every day, I don't do this every single day. I just do this sometimes. Maybe like once a week I'll go on my makeup. I'll show you what I use every single day. And again, if you want me to do a tutorial, I'll show you. That one. It's called Buck. It's matte, no shimmer, and it's gorgeous as a natural eyeshadow. And again, I can show you how to do that how I use it, if you guys want to. Okay, so eyeshadow is done. That's usually I have more, but those are just the ones I use every day. Next thing I'm going to go to is mascara. I cannot live without mascara. Mascara is huge for me. This mascara, I love almost as much, actually I think I love it more than my concealer, my erase paste that I told you guys I'm obsessed with my erase paste. This is the mascara. It's called Voluminous by L'Oreal. And it's fantastic. I have tried Dior mascara, I've tried Bobbi Brown mascara, again, like top-end, high-end mascaras. And they're good mascaras, but it's not as good as this. This is fantastic when it comes to volume. If you haven't tried this, please go and buy it. It's like $8 at Wegmans, and just try it. It's so, so good. I'll show you what it's like just a regular brush, but it works so well. I actually have a little trick when it comes to mascara. My trick is, or should I say my rule, is never use just one mascara. You always want to use two. One for volume and one for length. I've tried a lot of mascaras that say, oh, length and volume, and I've tried it, and it's either fantastic with length or fantastic with volume. Actually, I shouldn't say fantastic, because this is fantastic. It's either good with length or volume, but it's not good with both of them. I don't know if that makes sense. So my rule for what works for me is get a volume mascara and a lengthening mascara. My lengthening mascara is also by the same company. It's L'Oreal, and it's L'Oreal Telescopic. I'll show you. And that's what this looks like. I don't know if you can see. What I do is, I usually do one layer, like one coat of this mascara, and then I'll let it dry, and I'll do 2 coats of this. Once I do 2 coats of this, I'll do another coat of this, and I do 4 coats, so my eyelashes are awesome. So those are my favorites, and I actually have like 5 of each, because that's how much I use them. Like 3 of them are probably empty, but I use it very, very often. Next thing, since we're already talking about L'Oreal, is eyeliner. This is actually a L'Oreal eyeliner as well, and it actually comes together. I'll show you see how they look alike? I think it like stems off of that mascara, and it's a brush. Ooh, what's that? It's a brush, see? I don't know if you can see. It's not a felt tip, and I like brushes better than felt tips. It works better for me. But again, whatever works for you guys. I think that's it for my everyday stuff that I use. That's pretty much all my favorite things that I use every day. Again, I'm sorry if I said a lot. I'm really, really sorry about my webcam. I actually just got a new upgrade of this web companion that you can probably see here in the corner. But I promise, if this ends up working out really, really great, I'll get a nicer camera so that way you guys can see everything a little bit more clear. And I had fun doing this. I really hope it helps some of you guys, and I would love some feedback, because I know I'm not perfect, and I would love to get your feedback and know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.